Today's challenge was incited by Mr. Dixon, who questions the impact of investment into OS manufacturing facilities in relation to market sector growth, even suggesting it may be constricting market growth. To challenge this assumption, Mr. X, recipient of such investment, outlines the benefits to the market and provides insight. Mr. Dixon, you have highlighted the investment into manufacturing facilities doesn't usually bring with it extended market. But what about innovation coming from such invested interest? Do you have an example to discuss? Mr. Rex, can I bring you in at this point? Call me Trevor. Okay, Trev. You represent the majority and believe that innovation from within manufacturers, and those more recently contributed by third-party innovators, are making a positive contribution to OS manufacturing sector growth. Can you provide an example?
Yeah. We raised 4 million to develop a new type of connection joint that saves you 160 seconds per module and $12 in material to the nearest alternative in the market.
That's great. Providing innovation from within really works. Now let's bring Carl in. What the? Dante, take a rest. Trevor, what's the average number of modules produced a day? 4 or 5. Okay, let's take 5. That's 250 days a year. That's 200,000 seconds. That's 3,333 minutes. What's your average salary, Trevor? About $35 an hour. So you're recovering 117,000 rounded up dollars a year, plus the $12 in the reduction in cost of the component. Would that be fair, Trevor? Yeah, that seems right. Okay, let's round it up to 132,000 per annum. It's Bosch. We're also going to sell it into the market. Oh, that's great. Is it universal? Well, yeah, sort of. It's got to be a similar type of build. It's got to be steel, but it goes up to 5 stories. I'm going to sell it direct to the market for $1,000 per module. You can't. You only have $528 to play with. What? So 132,000 over 250 modules is $528 ROI per module. And you can either use this advantage solely to get your end product into the market sector, taking a competitive advantage, or you can share the innovation with the market. What do you mean? What do you mean? But there is a dilemma. You either pay back your 10-year agreement, the principal, in 30 years, or you find 21 additional manufacturers to pay back in 10. Okay, we'll keep it. We'll sell at the door. We'll just add an extra $2,000 per module. Which would mean you lost your competitive advantage in the market. It certainly didn't help to grow the market. Not a fair analogy. You're placing the manufacturer as the innovator. Trade could offer the technology to 200,000 manufacturers, recovering the investment in just 1 year. Okay, Dante, I am playing devil's advocate to make a point. But at least we're getting on the same page. By definition, if coalescence is to exist, you have to have a uniform platform in which people can operate from, unless you're looking at differentiation by design. Are you saying it's a waste of money and time innovating on such technologies? Absolutely not. Let me share my screen with you again. Let's take Trevor's unit at 32 square meters, fully loaded, cost $800 a square meter. That's $25,600. Saving $528, that's 2%. That's pretty good. But it either is a universal product such as a door or window, or it needs to be on a standardized platform with similarities in build technologies. What about robotics? Digital platforms? They're focused across the market, accessible to those that can afford. I totally agree with you, and that's why VMAS have strategic partners in both, in addition to automation in production assets. Because by definition, they are designed and engineered to offer uniformity across the market sector. Clearly, funding for some may be an issue, but by their application, they still have the issue of the SS challenge. What do you mean? What's the Germans got to do with it? SS stands for silos and substitutes. Innovation in the market needs to focus towards coalescence to be of any benefit. Well, with the little time we have left, let me ask you about why you're focused on changing the route to market, claiming it's the most effective for growing the OS market sector. In your deck of cards, you describe a proactive product solution, accessible on a uniform production platform that also reduces the cost of production and product delivery. There appears to be a lot of moving parts. There are a formidable number of moving parts, but 90% are already in the market, and the majority of them work just fine. The other 10% just need reconnecting or re-engineering in order for the value chain to work more effectively. In other words, they're enabling and facilitating agents. You claim SPPS is the catalyst for such changes, yet you claim no widget is going to be significant in impacting the growth in OS product-based projects. Yeah, you just want to promote your SPPS. You're both right. I am convinced there is no single product will offer a significant impact in terms of market growth. And yes, I believe SPPS supports market growth and stability for all its contributors. And lower selling of your SPPS products. We have to understand the two S's in SPPS. The first one stands for syndicate, and the second, solutions. A syndicate comprises of a number of people or entities that determine what product goes to market, not VMAS. The second S, solutions, are used to transform a product desire into an applied product on a universal platform. You are a syndicate. A syndicate can be literally anybody. Developers want a branded product to sound down their own market chain. A group of developers that don't want to be land banked and have a product portfolio to take to market. They can be specialised groups in energy, wastewater, green technologies. They can be emergency housing. They can even be a group of people who want to invest in SPPS. You've got to remember, an SPPS is a company, and it's an investment. So virtually anybody. So you offer a solution platform for the market to develop proactive manufactured product of uniformity, in which innovations like Trevor can be applied universally. Yes, and very much more. And it's basically covered in the deck of cards. We're at the end of our slot. Can you give me just 3 examples of how investors are better served investing in proactive product solution over a traditional product, particularly in relation to market growth and reducing investor risk? Sure. Start with number 1, a proactive product solution. You're selecting the market and the type of product into that market. Growth by chosen market sector. 2, you can enter or stimulate the market throughout the value chain. Developers, manufacturers, architects, thereby growing through professional investor interest. 3, provide extension to those invested in manufacturing facilities to provide the bullets for the gun or the fuel for the car. That way they can grow the market through proactive stimulus. I guess the proof will be in the pudding. Next series, we'll cover off more of this journey towards coalescence as a recipient of proactive product moves into production on a reduced capital outlay and lower operating costs. Oi, Trev! What are you doing? Smashed it? Only tried it to go. Oi, Carl! What are you doing? Enjoying my pudding?